This is a video going over some example problems for the power focus area volume. So the first thing we need to make sure that we look over is our star chart. This is going to have your formulas that you need for volume. I also want to make sure that you take note that the big B for volume stands for area of the base. So for area, you are going to have to use these formulas as well. So if you're writing down your formulas before you take the test or before you're doing practice problems, make sure you write down your area formulas as well as those volume formulas. Just a quick review, we have prisms. These have two bases, so rectangular prism. This is a triangular prism. In this case, the base shape is very important because that's the shape that you are going to be finding the formula or the area of, okay? Then we have pyramids. We have one base on pyramid, so triangular pyramid or a square pyramid. Okay, so our first problem here, the first thing I do is note and highlight if I can, or shade in somehow the shape that is my base. That way I am aware of what shape I am dealing with and what formulas I need to use. So we have two bases, so we know that our shape is a prism. So volume of a prism is big B times H. Remember, big B is area of the base. In this case, our base is a triangle, so we need to use 1/2 base times height. Also remember that this little box here, our right angle box, that touches your base and your height for your triangle specifically. Okay, so fill in what we know. We have 1/2 base times height. So 9 times 2, 18. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So 1/2 times 108, which remember is also 108 divided by 2. Which comes out to 54. Okay, and then also another thing is this H in the volume formula is the height of your prism. For prisms, you can think about it as the distance between the two bases. So from this base to this base, they are 20 feet apart. So this is H. So then we can just come back and fill in our volume formula. Big B is 54 times the height of the prism, which is 20. No decimals, so that is our final answer. Okay, so we move on to another example. Again, I'm going to highlight my bases so I know what shape we are dealing with. So again, it is a prism. So we are going to do big B times H. Big B is area of the base, and in this case, our base is a triangle again. So 1/2 base times height. This would be our base for a triangle, and this would be our height of our triangle. So 3 times 3 is 9. Half of 9 is 4.5. And remember, the distance between the two bases is our height. So then we have volume, area of the base, times the height of the prism. One decimal place, one decimal place. So our final answer would be 36 cubic inches. Okay. Again, my first step would be to highlight my base. And in this case, we have one base. So our volume formula becomes the formula for a pyramid, which is 1/3 big B H. So again, big B is area of the base. In this case, it is a triangle. So 1/2 base times height. Remember, this guy here on the base touches your base and your height, so 3 and 4. 3 times 4 is 12. So our area of the base is 6. For the height of our prism, it's a little bit different. It goes from the very top of the pyramid to the center of our base. So in this case, our height is 6. So now we can fill in our volume formula. Big B is 6. The height in this case is also 6. So 6 times 6 is 36. You can also write 36 divided by 3. In this case, it is 12 cubic inches. Okay. This one, instead of highlighting our picture, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to highlight our word problem. So we have the base of a pyramid is a rectangle with a length of 3 centimeters and a width of 6 centimeters. If the height of the pyramid is 12 centimeters, what is the volume? So volume, it tells you it is a pyramid, so 1/3 big BH. Big B is area of the base, and they tell us it is a rectangle. So in this case, we can do base times height. And it tells us it's 3 by 6. 3 times 6 is 18, so that's our area of our base. And it also tells us that the height of the whole pyramid is 12. So now we can go through and fill in our formula. So 1/3 big B times the height of the pyramid. So 18 times 12. Comes out to 216. Remember, we can also write it like that. And our volume comes out to 72 cubic centimeters. And that's it for volume.